Abusiyama kwaba eba POG Media so na etnanzia na chese oman Ghana politics na chese yenso ye DT enso adom esuko a chese yenso yensa ka headlines ni wie de baba besom POG abedwafo said the Muslim be hu de echo ene de eba na dwuma de you wait me slide into the comment section or now so wait me edi komo e de afa dwuma de na ye bo de ran sim na chese ye bo e ye ra chese yas ekwame kamya koyese asem de a chese no so aba e de ama oman Ghana na asem ben ya na chese no so free eye bafo boni the new chief justice achese ono so the policies be so etimi egu akwan mu say you are don dramani Mahama ne idea of 24-hour economy no ono so betimi adapt sa 24-hour economy no achese ono so the real judiciary ni mu achese judges and as a court no enso betimi run day and night 24 hours say the be ya nkofo mo NPP aban mo so say katajane proyebi enso etimi call so o makache no sankofo no within the 24 hours ni betimi so the di more cases are and also ebetimi abo my Ghana na chese ora jumede na say ni so ade hunu no and also etimi abem.
So one, I have absolute respect for Justice Bafoboni. He's been there all these years. Who has heard anything about him? All right. And like people are saying, sometimes you expect him to go this way, he'll go that way, not go. And I think he merits that position. In fact, it's a shame that he has so little time left. And these reforms and things, I would have been happy to help him to do it, for instance. But he has this little time. I think the time that he has, he should try and really break some things.
To break something?
Yeah.
Like what?
The system.
Okay.
And I keep saying, the judicial system. You see, it's hardened. All right? And you can't do anything about it. Look, we have paralegals. They go there, they are trying to do filing. They come back and they tell the master, this one, if you are not a lawyer, you can't get anything done. And like we are saying, we've spent millions of dollars on software, okay? They've chosen not to use it. All right? And the judges are stressed. Okay? They have to do so much work. All right, and I think that he should just be bold and fix this system. If he needs the help of Oliver and Co and whatever it is, we'll all be happy to jump in and do something. So one, it's sad that we are not dealing with the shade and the issues around C0rrüpt so that will be cleared and then he can ascend clearly. That's one. Number two, he does have a challenge coming forward. Look, until you know some of the history, people think that President Mahama has removed one person and he's going to put, his person there. So he will carry that baggage too, and he would have to deal with it. So dealing with the executive is another challenge that he will have. You have a situation where, like I said, the president is becoming imperial because clearly Parliament can't control him. All right, and then there will be this perception around the new CJ that he put you there, and the thinking is that if he put you there, you are going to do his bidding. He has to show. Okay, that he's not going to be anybody's, do anybody's bidding. And then he needs to leave a legacy, short as his time is. For me, I think that's some sort of advantage too. If you have a long time, you have more to fear. Short time, do what you have to do. When the time is come, you move. There is a reform going on, and I'm extremely grateful for it. Professor Kuku Asare, okay, at a point I was his lawyer, on General Legal Counsel. We've been fighting, it's up 10 years or so now. Okay, and some of the things that are being reformed now are the things that he's been fighting for. Some of us have joined him fighting for the reform of legal education, the reform of the systems, this new bad thing that is going on. My only issue with it is I don't think it should be a fight. It should be something that we can sit there and deal with. Nobody is arguing about freedom of association and all those kinds of things. This CJ has to sit over all these reforms. Okay, reforming the General Legal Counsel and all those other things. And then reforms within the court system. We should have 24-hour courts. All right, in this government where 24-hour has been declared, some people will opt to go to court at night. And there'll be some judges who may be willing to do it. The systems can run.
So you subscribe to that 24-hour
absolutely
court system?
I said it many years ago. Okay, that there is no impediment in the way of saying if you want to come to court at night, if there's a judge, it should be possible for us to do it. It will sweat our resources. Overnight, nothing is happening in the courts. Look at all the traffic and everything. Some people would actually offer to do. So there's a lot to be done. The man that is ascending to that position is extremely capable. I hope that he will have the wherewithal and all these other things hanging around him can be resolved. And if they are resolved, we'll all be happy to support him to succeed.
So are there any lingering issues about the former CJ and removal? the Attorney General is seeking some clarity at the Supreme Court. That's a matter we'll get into briefly. Yes,
yeah,
but Counsel.
Just a small point on the 24-hour point.
You wanted to
just a point that, former Chief Justice Tokono introduced afternoon court in Amasaman, and I think Medina and a few others. So maybe Justice Bafuboni can
do
scale up.
Evening court.
Yes. And I mentioned that we went to Singapore about 7 years ago and saw evening courts. Yes. Yeah, they come 6 p.m. and they start.
And the online courts can be a feature. In the US, for instance, if you have a court case, say you can file. In fact, yesterday they filed something against Akroma. All right, you can file emergency issues, habeas corpus, etc. Court can be conducted over the phone. All right, with the necessary protocols in place and that kind of thing. The technology is there. So these reforms are necessary in order to move the backlog and speed the systems. Then oral can really get some traction.
One last question before Professor Jampo comes in. Professor Jampo, some lawyers say I should ask you that in the university, don't you go on vacation?
This vacation matter is
not long vacation. We all do. When we go on vacation, please. You go on vacation. You don't go on vacation. You go on vacation and then you are teaching other distance learning. You are teaching. You mark till the semester opens again.
Okay, so definitely with divergent views on this, certainly. But you see, it's one thing having the Prof, and it's to you, the systems, the technology in place, and another having the people use it. Because if what
judicial service
the Sabento is saying is anything to go by, it's not as if we don't have the structures in place. Some of them we do. But is it a deliberate decision not to use it?
It appears, you see, from gleaning from what they are saying, it appears that if the system works well, some people will be out of job.
Yes.
If the system works well, some Goro boys people would not be able to get what.
Yes.
And so then deliberately let us ensure that the delays are still on. You still have people resorting to some tactics just to be able to ensure that they will be able to continue to milk the system, benefit from the inefficiencies within the system. And I think that it is unfair, it is bad, and if we are minded as a nation, we should begin to interrogate some of these things beyond what we are discussing here. You need a CJ who comes in to say that, look, I'm a reformist, and so all these things we are bringing about reform. Truly, let me say that when Justice Poaman was recently made to act as Chief Justice, I held that, I think the acting... recently, I think Poaman acted, may have traveled, So when Justice Poaman acted as a CG, I held a thought that, look, this man may possibly be made the CG because he's an appointee. He was sent there by President Mahama. But for President Mahama to appoint someone appointed by Akuffo into this position, in my view, tells us the inclusive mindset of President Mahama. For daring to speak his mind about, in his ruling on the 2013 election petition process, we all know that this man was undermined, he was disrespected, he was marginalized, and he was treated very badly. But me, as a man of faith, I believe that God's time is always the best for all of us. And so today he has the opportunity to prove his mettle. As all of you have said here, everybody knows that he's a very hardworking and a very competent person. I had the opportunity to meet with him just for 1 minute. And within that period of 1 minute, within 30 seconds, I was convinced that, look, this man is a very tough, rugged person. He knows his stuff. And so I believe he would excel. And he will be able to sit also, as all of you are saying, given that he's able to blend the traditions of both the NDC and NPP, a Akuffo appointee and a Mahama appointee, given that he's able to blend, he'll be able to blend the traditions of the two parties. I believe that he is competent to sit as an independent arbiter. And his sitting and his leadership of the judiciary will help to restore the lost and dissipated public confidence in the judicial, arm of government. So I want to wish him well. And like you all have said, he may not be someone who would have enough time, on the judiciary. I don't know whether our constitution allows for contracts, people to have their contracts as CJs external. I don't know. You are the lawyers.
6 months.
So it can be extended.
It's 6 months for him to complete judgment.
Okay. But the point is that if he really wants to fix things, 3 months, he would send a signal. The next 3 months, things will be done in a manner that will show palpable impact. And so, Justice Bafo-Bonny, I have a lot of confidence in you. The president has a lot of confidence in you, and your own background as somebody who is able to blend the two main traditions within our political landscape should help you to serve as an independent arbiter and should help you to restore the lost confidence in the judiciary. So,
is there lost confidence?
I have lost it.
We have not lost confidence.
No, I have lost it.
No, I mean, for me, I'm still practicing the court.
Yeah, but I have no choice. There are surveys. You see, there are surveys. There are surveys and there are data that show that the public confidence in the judiciary, has
low.
fast dissipated, and it is important that we get a reformist to
agreed, but we should be very careful.
He himself has said that
not to run it down.
He has a close relationship with most of the judges, at the Supreme Court, and so I want to hope that you will be able to also tap into their support. You don't want a situation where I see a Chief Justice who is seen as an NDC appointee or NPP appointee, and others may be behind the scenes sabotaging. He himself has said that given the relationship that he has with all of them, he is able to bring all of them to assist in his drive to also make his mark before he exits. So I can only wish him well.
Okay, thank you. Quite a number of your messages, Professor Stephen Kokwasare. Thank you so much for the earlier messages. It says that the discourse this morning with divergent views offers us all to think of ways to develop this country. Oral must work. There's nothing negotiable.
I hear you many yeah, message sub drop like now. Someone subscribe it to POG Media. So I need any go so I drop subscription. Now watch share and offer for us to answer. So it's me catch media. So who the echo and the everybody na our my Ghana political space now. And some media come here for say I asem there. And I'm there. And also a bit me ama mabunu na say omo so we law school na more na person mo pursue as a judges and some call bench for. Ibenya baby and so Eddie Omerura a small court and a circuit court near the Addo almost bet me Eddie Abom Juma just a 24-hour economy no and also bet me a crabeshe Eddie Ama a judiciary system now and also etimi Eddie asem there Eddie Ama a mabuna almost so when it's and it's some so be law not just almost a bench no
about it beyond oral says there must be it says OPAL Operation Prevent All looked.
That's more important.
Operation Prevent. OPA.
Yes.
That's more important.
Yes. So the prevention as well is what he is also emphasizing. He says it's more important than oral.
Yes.
In your view.
Yes. In fact,
Operation Prevent.
You see,
all
if we just let systems work, audit systems, etc., we should be able to prevent payroll. Okay. It takes a month for you to prepare it and then you pay. If we prevented it, we'll have fewer things to do oral over, and our systems are not primed to do a quick oral.
Okay.
Like it was promised. So prevention is more key.
David Kopo says, good morning. Greetings to Loyalty people. Okay, so a number of people sending messages about your outfit today.
They say we should change, so I change for that today.
Okay, thank you. This one says, indeed, I agree with Professor Jampo. Let Musa Damkwa's focus as well be on the sectors of the economy Ghanaians want the government to tackle. He's done a survey on that, as well. So it's one that we touched on as well. This one also here says, good morning. Please, is Kofi Bento saying that, for instance, in the matter of Kenuforiata that we have not had any updates on, is one that we cannot, okay, I think there's an omission, we cannot do as a country in terms of ensuring that we bring finality to this matter.
I am
Justice
the only one
cannot
saying we
be
should
delayed.
bring finality to it.
Justice cannot be delayed in this manner.
I am the only one in this country saying we should bring finality to it. I said there's no reason why we haven't proceeded to prosecute in absentia.
Yes.
And everybody is saying that we should wait and go and bring him.
No, I also, before you started coming here, that's the same thing I've been saying here, that we can do.
I was crucified for a long time because I said that, look, no lawyer will tell him to come. Go ahead and do the work.
What's the state of affairs? I mean,
so the question is, the people in charge, what are they doing?
You see?
You don't need to have his body here before you can proceed. And if you have his body here, he can refuse to talk.
Yes.
And I'm
he
saying
himself has even said he will cooperate from the US.
So
and
why are you sitting
OSP should take that offer.
And for this, I was insulted for months.
OSP take that offer to talk to Oforiatta whilst he's in the US. The US authorities can take his statements for you, the proceed statement, the charge statement, etc. Then you go to court if it doesn't come, so that we can quickly, hopefully after conviction, then we can take the assets. Then we can also reach out to the US authorities to take his money over there for us.
Oh,
I mean,
what's your take on this?
It's our money. And let me add this one quickly. The Africa Force affiliate, the one I said, the other contract that Sicily signed with that involving the AG, and they paid over 40 million euros, etc. Yeah, the police are on it. They arrested Force affiliates, and now investigations are ongoing.
Okay.
So hopefully
that's an important update at least. What we didn't have. Yes, Oliver, just a quick one on this.
I mean, for me, it's silly that the entire prosecutorial, our ability to prosecute an individual becomes blocked because the person is no longer in the jurisdiction.
The laws
I'm talking about from the perspective of the institutionally, how the institution is proceeding on this with the understanding. Because what the danger we are creating is that every other person I know in this country has a 5 years visa to the US.
Yes.
Then it means that we just go and sit somewhere and wait out the kind of politics we do. And then wait that government changes.
So you agree with me?
I agree with you that
there should be.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yes.
Because I also said from the beginning that legally,
I was crucified for this.
There's no reason why an individual has to come before you. Anytime I have taken anybody to the police, all I ask them to write is that if I have anything to say, I'll say it in court. I don't aid your investigative process in any way.
Educate some of us. What will be the benefit of finding somebody guilty and the person is not here? What will be the, I just want to.
It's a legal position which changes the stature of the person locally and internationally. If a person is working and has not been convicted and found guilty, they have rights which you cannot deal with. So for instance, if you even want to extradite somebody presently, you're going to extradite somebody in the name of a suspect that you want to question. You have no constitutional right to question anybody, and you have no right to compel anybody to be participating in their own prosecution. If, however, the person has been tried and convicted, whether with a lawyer or not, then that person is a fugitive from justice, and the international system will extradite them easier. So I have a problem with the people who say that they want to extradite somebody just to question him, when the person can come and sit here and refuse to talk.
You mean the special prosecutors?
Yes.
This one says...
he was making a point also.
No, I mean, the point is made that for me, I'm perhaps focusing on more the systemic risk that we are creating. We're taking a particular approach on this and saying that the person ought to be brought back. Because then... it disables us ultimately from dealing with so many individuals who, and the same thing happened with the lady Gifty, with the the National Service person, that she ultimately decided to come back to Ghana. At some point she was not in the jurisdiction at all. So then what? That's what we need to be reflecting on. With the ease of international travel now, we block our ability to be able to move forward. That, for me, is not a reasonable response to the issue.
Setabloso says,
we want to play
good
to
morning.
the gallery.
The stakes will be very high in the choice of a presidential candidate for any political party. Whilst youthfulness by the poll tracker will be important, integrity will be a critical factor. Those who cleared Ken Ofori-Atta on the appointments committee for ministerial appointment, despite being unfit in the face of available incontrovertible evidence, will have a lot of explanation to do. Why you says, thank you very much for your message. This one also here says, President John Mahama, its rating is falling because the Attorney General's pace of prosecuting the former government appointees is very slow. This one also here, my view, as much as Galamsey is an existential threat to humanity, the government should come out with a procedural measure to curb the menace. If all those measures don't yield any results, then we would resort to the emergency declaration measure. Professor Edu. Thank you very much, Prof, for, it says it will be premature decision on this infant government to declare state of emergency in all mining sites. It says this security zone recommendation that has been taken from your platform is the way to go. Thank you. This one here says that kindly find out from Kofi Bento, a keen advocate for Dr. Bawumia, if he made such laudable suggestions in the past. You say, okay, thank you.
For 30 years. What is he talking about?
Yes. This one here says, Mohammed from Salaga says, I'm proud to be a Ghanaian, giving
President 1991.
the drop in John Mahama's ratings. We are indicating that we can think and choose what is right. Indeed, if we don't see the prosecution of these persons that have been alleged to be involved in corruption, the drop will be drastic in the next survey. I'm always on this platform in the morning. Thank you very much. This one also here from some of our Facebook viewers. This is from Money Neyman. He says, good morning. It says, please tell Oliver Wakavomawa it's not too late to propose the solutions he has talked about this morning to the Attorney General. And he can also offer his service to the Attorney General. Well, I think it's something that he's open to. I don't know. This one also says we should think about the 24-hour courts as well. The night courts, is it going to come with allowances for the judges? Please ask Mr. Bento to answer that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It goes without saying.
Is he a judge?
So
in fact,
the president
150% is over time. So that would be more lucrative. And the people who will go should pay an extra.
Okay.
And people will opt for it. Yeah, you pay an extra to go for night court. And then the judges will come. There's an extra for them doing it. So it's an option that many people
But you pay an extra not to go and have your judge, your lawyer dictating to somebody.
Exactly my point.
I could not stand it. I just have to.
I can explain to you the system that will make it work tomorrow.
Okay.
It's the system.
Talk with Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Good morning. He says, age does not determine a good leader. It's a person's policies, integrity, and vision that truly matters. History has shown us great examples of effective leaders who achieve remarkable feats, even in their later years. Take, for instance, the aftermath of World War II, when Europe lay in ruins. Leaders like Conrad, who became Chancellor of Germany at 73 and led the country's reconstruction. Winston Churchill, who led Britain to victory in his 70s. And Charles de Gaulle also, who shaped France's future from 68 years onwards, demonstrate that it's not age that matters. Similarly, in our own context, Kwame Nkrumah in his 50s, with a bold vision for Ghana, propelled the country forward. It says that let's focus on essential qualities when evaluating our leaders and work towards building brighter futures for ourselves and for generations to come. I'm going to go for this quick break. We're back shortly with some more. This is Key Point. We're live on 3FM 92.7, also on TV3 Ghana on Facebook and on DSTV channel 279. We're all across the world on 3news.com. And I'll tell you about this. You've seen this a number of times on watching the show. This is the huge University of Ghana Premier Fresh. You drink, don't you?
Yes, why not?
You drink it. So this is UG Premier Fresh Natural Mineral Water, sourced from the clean, right sources. We don't add any chemicals in the purification process. It refreshes, it hydrates, and also we thrive on our pure, crystal clear water. It comes in three main forms: the bottles forms, the 500 ml, the dispenser jar, 18.5 ml. You can locate our depots at the University of Ghana, Liman Hall. University of Ghana, Liman Hall. And you can get more of this as well. Call them on 056 181 4444, 056 181 4444, or 055 5060 150, 055 5060 150. And you get more
Let's
of this.
no university go and copy this. This is UG. Let no university go and copy this.
And as always, on Saturdays, my outfit you've seen me wear every Saturday.
That's it. So coming when I about Eddie Media. Say POG Media, the banner Ghana authentic political headlines are a POG Media. So now, sabet me a can also the echo and the urban in a on my Ghana political space. Now, make sure to subscribe to POG Media. And the no book council a for subscription. Now, I share no for first so and so etimia kaju media. No so the echo and the urban in a on my Ghana political headlines and as space. And wait me so I slide into the comment section and also wait me Eddie Komo. But that's it. So coming home. Neighbor Raj Media,